Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our technical English lesson. This is our second revision and our topic is the passive. In this lesson, we will revise and practice 1. Forming and using the past simple passive. Number 2. Forming and using the passive voice with models. First, let's refresh our memories. Look at this sentence. The workers cleaned the class. Who performed the verb's action? The workers, which is the subject. This is called the active voice. When the subject of a sentence performs the verb's action. Now, look at this one here. The class was cleaned by the workers. And where is our subject? The class. But you can see that the subject, which is the class, did not perform the verb's action. Rather, it received the verb's action. So this is called the passive voice. And it is used to emphasize the action rather than who or what did it. Now, let us study this table to fill out the gaps. The past simple passive is formed with a gap and a gap of the verb in the sentence. So remember, we are dealing with past simple. So the active voice is in the past simple. So we have the workers cleaned the class, and the passive voice is the class was cleaned by the workers. Number 2, the workers cleaned the classes, and the passive voice is the classes were cleaned by the workers. So now, can you fill out the gaps now? Great. So we have the past simple passive is formed with was or were, which is the verb to be, you can see here, and the past participle cleaned of the verb in the sentence. Now, the agent here, the workers, that is who perform the action, is usually dropped. So we will have the class was cleaned or the classes were cleaned. So we'll drop the doer of the action here. Great. So now, how is the past simple passive formed? We have 3 basic steps. Step 1 is to start with the object. Step 2, use the verb to be. In our case, was or were. Was if the subject is singular, were if the subject is plural. And step 3, put the main verb in the past participle. Let's take an example. The engineers completed the building last month. Step 1, start with the object. So what's our object here? The building. So we have the building. Step 1, done. Step 2, use the verb to be, was or were. So now look at our subject here. The building is singular, so we're going to use was. Step 2, done. Step 3, put the main verb in the past participle. So where is your verb? Completed. And the past participle is also completed because the verb complete is a regular verb. Step 3 also done. So then now we need to complete our sentence. Last month. Let's take another example. The engineers built 3 walkways between the towers. Step 1, start with the object. Our object is 3 walkways. Good. Now, 3 walkways. Step 2, use the verb to be, was or were. Now, our subject is 3 walkways. Is it singular or plural? It is a plural, so we're going to have were. So, great. Step 2, done. Step 3, put the main verb in the past participle. Where is our verb? Good. So the past participle of the word build is also built. And step 3, done. Then we need to complete our sentence between the towers. So now let's answer some questions. Passive in the past. Number 1, the coolant space into pipes 5 minutes ago. So now, since it's passive in the past, we need was or were and then the past participle. So the coolant here is singular, so we need was plus past participle. So A, wrong, B, wrong, C, was pumped, it's a past participle. D is not the answer because what we need is was. Number 2, the compressor space on the roof yesterday. So compressor is singular, we need was and past participle. A, wrong, B, correct. This is not correct because this is present simple and this is not the past participle. Number 3, the bridge in space in 2005. So we need bridge is singular, so we need was plus past participle. A, wrong, B, wrong, C, wrong, D, correct. Was plus the past participle. Number 4, the applications last year. So applications here is plural, so we need were plus past participle. Was, wrong, were. Install, this is correct. And this is not correct because this is, and this is not correct, this is are. Number 5, the columns. Space when we visited the building. So columns, plural, so we need were plus past participle. A, wrong, B, wrong, C, wrong, D, were plus past participle. Good. Number 6, the bridge was because of the earthquake. So already we have was taken care of. We only need the past participle. A, wrong, B, wrong, C, correct. So quickly, let's go to passive with modals. The passive can also be used with modals such as will, can, must, should, or could. So look at the table. This is the active and it's the passive voice. So we have you must obey the traffic rules. The passive voice is the traffic rules must be obeyed. And we have they should cancel the game. And the passive voice is the game should be cancelled. So now I'm sure you should figure out how the passive with modal is formed. So the passive with modal is formed with modal verb plus be, must be, should be, and the past participle, just like in the other passives. Great. So now, how is the passive with modals formed? Three steps basically. Start with the object. Now use the modal verb plus be. This is the only difference. And step 3, put the main verb in the past participle, just like in the last one we did. So let's take an example. You should study the lessons repeatedly. Step 1, start with the object. Our object here is the lesson. Step 1, done. Step 2, use the modal verb plus be. The modal verb is should. So we have should be. Great. Step 2, done. Step 3, put the main verb in the past participle. So our verb is study, and the past participle of study is studied. Step 3, done. Then complete our sentence repeatedly. Great. So now let's answer some questions. So number 1, the AC should, okay, today. So we already have the modal. We need be plus past participle. So it's not A, wrong, B, wrong, C, correct, B plus past participle. Number 2, in case of accident, the police. Good, so we need the modal verb plus be and the past participle. Modal verb, okay, wrong. Should, modal verb be, past participle. So this is correct. This is not correct because we have ing here. It's not a past participle, and here be is missing. Number 3, a letter of complaint, space, to the company. So we need modal verb plus be plus past participle. So will send, wrong, will send, wrong, will sending, wrong, will be sent. That's correct. Number 4, the faulty items, space. So we need modal verb plus be plus past participle. Replace, wrong, can replace, be is missing here, can be replaced. This is okay, but replace is not the past participle. Here we have can be replaced. So this is correct. Number 5, safety rules, space. Okay, so we need verb to be, we need modal verb plus be plus past participle. So we have should be followed. So this is correct. This is not correct. Be is missing. Should be is missing, and this is not a past participle. Here should be follow. This is not past participle. And the last one is the car brakes, space, every 30 kilometers. So we need modal verb be plus past participle. Should check, wrong. Should check in, wrong. Should be checking, wrong. Should be checked, correct. So I hope you go over the lesson and practice. And thank you for watching, and hope you'll be with me in another class. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.